all know that the NFL draft is about talent, but a big part of it is about money. But today we're going to dive into the lessons that NFL drafts can teach us about finances. I'm going to break down in this video what my advice would be to the new NFL drafts as they come into money, what they need to do step by step to have a smart financial future. So whether you're trying to save for a big purchase, plan for the future, or you just want to make smarter financial decisions, we are going to use these same financial lessons that are going to help the NFL draft prospects to help us make smarter financial decisions. Hey honeybees, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, my name is Sierra. I'm a former mortgage loan officer. I've been featured in CNBC and I have helped thousands of people to buy homes and to build wealth and to invest. I take everything I know and I share it with you in hopes that you will build wealth also. NFL players, especially those entering the draft, they're often thrust into very sudden wealth. Now, their signing bonuses and contracts can reach millions of dollars, but how they manage that money is critical for their long-term success. Step one, you want to be financially planning before the draft. You need to have a game plan and understand your financial strategy before you get wealth. If you're an NFL prospect, I highly advise to start working with a financial advisor before you get drafted. This is going to help you understand how to manage money, create a budget, and start thinking about your long-term financial goals. And this is common. A lot of NFL players will hire financial advisors to help navigate the complexities of taxes, investment options, and lifestyle inflation. But what's the lesson for us in this, right? Like, is regular people who are not getting drafted or coming into millions of dollars at once. Just like NFL prospects, it's going to be important to start planning your finances before you get your tax refund or your inheritance. You want to start by budgeting, saving, and understanding the tax liabilities. Setting up a strong financial foundation is going to be the key to handling future gains successfully. So for instance, players like Russell Wilson, they start getting financial advisors in college before they get drafted to help them manage their money and avoid the famous athlete downfall of blowing too much money. Okay, so let's break down how you are going to build a financial team. Like I said, you're going to get a financial advisor. Their role is simply going to be guidance. As soon as a player is drafted, their financial advisor usually plays a huge role in not only guiding their decisions with money, but they're also going to help you as a draft prospect manage your contracts, decide on investment, and make really important life decisions like when and how to buy property and vehicles. The lesson for viewers and the rest of us is that you don't have to be a millionaire to benefit from financial advice. If you are, say, managing a business or you just want to make smart financial moves, hiring a certified financial planner or even a tax professional, it's going to help you avoid costly mistakes. And another aspect of your financial team is building a support network. This is super important as an NFL player. You have got to be meticulous, and I mean meticulous, about who's going to be in your inner circle. NFL players often surround themselves with people they trust, so mentors, family, friends, and advisors who can help you stay grounded and make smart decisions financially. Now, the lesson for the average person is that building a solid financial support system is crucial. This includes not only finance professionals, but people that are going to help you stay accountable and stay on track with your goals. I do this. I have a trusted number of individuals that help to hold me accountable financially. It really makes a difference when you want to make those crazy purchases. Sometimes having that voice of reason is really, really helpful. So this is going to be so important for these NFL drafts, but not just for them, for us as everyday people. Somebody like LeBron James is a perfect example of someone who carefully built a team around him for everything: his business, finances, branding, and of course his career. He's actually worked for a really long time with his financial advisor, Maverick Carter, and he's helped him to really grow his wealth strategically. Okay, now let's get into the meat and potatoes of managing sudden wealth. So for my drafts, first things first, you're gonna have to learn how to handle a big paycheck. The first big contract or signing bonus is pivotal for any player. Some players receive their first paycheck and are instantly millionaires, and managing this money wisely is so crucial. But what's the lesson for us as viewers and everyday people? It's basically that, look, it's tempting to splurge, but impulsive spending can be dangerous. So instead, you want to develop a long-term financial plan that accounts for both short-term enjoyment and long-term security. You really want to practice mindful spending rather than immediate gratification. Another aspect of handling a big paycheck for these NFL drafts is dealing with lifestyle inflation. Now, what is lifestyle inflation? As an NFL player earns more money, their expenses start to rise. More cars, more homes, more luxury goods. And this lifestyle inflation can be one of the key reasons why some players struggle financially, even after earning millions. I know we have all heard horror stories of players that go from millionaires to bankrupt. And this is how that happens, through that lifestyle inflation. So how do you avoid this, and what is the lesson that we can all learn? As your income increases, you definitely want to try to keep your lifestyle in check. So you really want to avoid going overboard on unnecessary purchases, and really focus on growing your savings and your investments instead. One of the best examples here is NFL quarterback Tom Brady. Despite being one of the wealthiest athletes in the world, Brady's actually known for living a pretty modest lifestyle compared to many of his peers. He has chosen to prioritize long-term wealth over short-term indulgences, and it's really paid off for him. I was just telling my friends the other day that I'm so glad that when I was at the peak of my mortgage loan officer career and YouTube career, I really took that money and I invested it. And that is how I was able to buy my first property. And it's now my rental property. And I'm just so grateful because so many people, so many YouTubers, so many just general people in life come into large sums of money and they blow it trying to keep up a lifestyle or appearance or keep up with the Joneses. I'm just so grateful that I took a majority of the money that I made, especially during that pandemic era, and I invested it, because now I have a beautiful rental property to show for it. So like I said, for you NFL drafts, just make sure that you don't get caught up in lifestyle inflation, and that applies to us everyday people as well. So the next step is investing, and let's dig into how you're going to invest wisely. A key is going to be diversifying your investments. NFL prospects, they often are going to invest their wealth in stocks, real estate, businesses, and even startups. The reason this is key is because if you make smart investments with the money you make while you're playing, it can reduce your reliance on those contracts as you move throughout your career. As everyday people, what we also need to practice is diversification, because this is key to investing. Don't put all your money in one basket. You want to learn about stocks, bonds, real estate, and other investment vehicles. You can get really creative. I know there are people who do vending machines. My husband does ATMs. There are so many ways to invest. Get creative. I've even seen girls on TikTok who do the little claw machine, and they make money from those, putting them in different places throughout their city. Just do your research and diversify. Even if you're starting with smaller amounts early on, it's really important to diversify. Now, with investing wisely as an NFL draft, you want to make sure that you are protecting your investment. So you want to set up trusts, LLCs, and insurance. And lastly, let's talk about how you're going to avoid common pitfalls. You really need to understand the dangers of excessive debt and spending. A common pitfall for NFL players in new drafts is financial mismanagement. We all know there are some NFL players that are notorious for mismanaging their finances, overspending on luxury items, failing to save, or getting into bad investments. As a new NFL player, a lot of financial problems can happen if players do not plan ahead, and it can lead to bankruptcy after retirement. As everyday people, here's my advice. Debt can snowball if you don't manage it wisely. Always ensure you have a budget. Track your spending, and do not let credit card debt or loans get out of control. You really want to stay mindful of the impact that debt can have on your financial future. One of the ways as a new NFL draft that you're going to avoid these common pitfalls is through financial education. Knowledge is power. Too many players are entering the NFL without a really solid understanding of money management. And over time, the most successful ones get educated about taxes, investment, and financial planning. Financial literacy is so key to making smart financial decisions. As a viewer and everyday person, you still want to make sure that you are constantly educating yourself about finances. There are so many free resources to help you learn how to manage money, invest, and make informed decisions. Of course, you can watch my channel. I have made a ton of content on it, but outside of myself, there are so many resources, so there's literally no excuse. A cautionary tale here is former NFL player Vince Young. He actually ended up declaring bankruptcy despite earning $30 million in his career. He struggled with financial mismanagement and overspending. However, after the bankruptcy, he did commit to learning about money management and rebuilding his financial life. So the moral of the story here is, whether you're an NFL player or you're just an everyday person, money management is so key, and financial literacy and knowledge is the only thing that's going to help you protect the money that you do make and that you do grow. So in conclusion, what can we learn from NFL drafts about managing our own finances, from planning ahead and building a team of professionals to avoiding lifestyle inflation and investing wisely? These athletes have a lot to teach us about smart money management. If you're looking to take control of your own financial future, start by educating yourself, setting goals, and seeking advice when necessary. It's literally never too early or too late to start building a strong financial foundation, whether you're about to sign your first NFL contract or you are just planning for your future. If you enjoyed this video and you want more finance, lifestyle, career tips, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And I want you to let me know in the comments, what financial lessons have you learned from the world of NFL draft prospects? I want to hear your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you to the bank and back, and I will see you in my next video.